Hey, this is Brian again, and I'd like to ask you to do a favor. We can't do this work without people like you, so if you can, please like, share, subscribe, tell your friends about Bring Back the Porch.
It was beautiful. Right along the river, we had people of all ages, children, adults. We even had a senior.
Yes.
She was
96, I believe.
Yes, in her 90s. Came and did the I know. I can barely.
Jaw-dropping.
I can barely walk. But 3 kilometers, she did that with her family, and it was a great. We're hoping she comes out again this year.
This episode of Bring Back the Porch brought to you by Bernie Leahy, River Street Realty. Let's get you home. And on this episode of Bring Back the Porch, I am pleased to welcome from the Y, Medicine Hat, Linda Tooth, and Katie Richard. Welcome.
Hi, Brian. Thank you for having us.
Why are we here?
Well, we're not talking about cats, but we're here today to talk about
We
the
were
Y. We were talking about cats,
cats.
yes. But we're here to talk about our Y Connect campaign for the YMCA of Southeastern Alberta, which officially kicked off April 1st.
No fooling.
No fooling.
No. Now, some think this is a new campaign. Not really a new campaign, just a new name.
New name. So we rebranded our campaign from Strong Kids over to Y Connect a couple of years ago, I think we
Yeah,
said.
2 years ago now.
Yeah. Strong Kids, we just felt that everybody just associated that with helping kids, which we do, but we also help other members of the community. So we wanted to bring an all-inclusive sort of title to it. So we rebranded it the Y Connect campaign.
And it runs until the 30th of June, and if past campaigns are any indication, I'm sure there's some events happening along the way, too.
There is. Do you want to talk about that, Katie?
Yeah, so our biggest Y Connect event would be our River Run. So it'll be our 42nd annual this year, happening on June 20th. Right now we're running our extra early bird pricing, so now's a great time to sign up if you're interested. We have our 3K, our 5K, our 10K, and our half marathon as well. So it's a great event. We usually have around 300 runners participate.
And what's the route?
The route goes along, each route is different for each run, but it goes along the South Saskatchewan River, which is really lovely.
And the date again was?
June 20th.
So
June 20th.
Sorry.
right on the cusp of summer.
Yes.
Yeah, and last year it was a great event. We had, like Katie said, close to 300, and it was beautiful. Right along the river, we had people of all ages, children, adults. We even had a senior.
Yes.
She was
96, I believe.
Yes, in her 90s. Came and did the I know. I can barely.
Jaw-dropping.
I can barely walk. But 3 kilometers, she did that with her family, and it was a great. We're hoping she comes out again this year.
Yeah, that would be
it was
wonderful to
fantastic.
see. Yeah. Now, you mentioned that it used to be called Strong Kids, and people associated that with helping kids attend various events, but you've upped your game.
We have upped our game a little bit. So it does still help the children with our day camps, obviously, that we offer during the summertime. But we've also got other programs that help various members of the community. So Living Fit program, people that have suffered some sort of medical challenges can come in and utilize our gym facilities with our manager. We'll help them through a program. But we also help families as well to access the services of the Y. So if a family comes in and wants to go swimming, or they may want to utilize the gym equipment, anything along those lines, they can come in. And this particular campaign really does help with the financial assistance part of it. So we know a lot of people are struggling in communities, and we're here to help them. We want them to stay active and be a part of a great environment.
In the summertime, this almost sounds like a song, but
Yeah.
mom and dad are working.
Yes.
School's out.
Yes.
You have day camps. You have places where they can send their children
Yes.
and have peace of mind that they're being looked after, but they might need a little help.
That's right, and that's what we're here to offer them. So the Y Connect campaign is really our opportunity to raise as much monies as we can to help those individuals access the services.
Now let's take a look. I know that on your webpage you've got lots of different levels of giving, and as I just flipped, of course, the paper wants to stick together. But it's really what struck me was how much you can buy for how little. Like $17 a month will send a child to a full week of a day camp.
Yes.
And then what happens after that? Like where that experience will take them, we don't know.
we don't know. We hope that they'll continue on with the Y and do our youth programming and carry on as an adult. But yeah, leadership skills, it teaches them all about community. They've got an opportunity to make friends that they might not have had an opportunity to do before. And it's a little bit different environment versus school versus a summer camp, right? They're here to have fun. They're here to learn. And that's really what we want to try and do.
Yeah, and we have our Camp Jude camp as well, which is a camp for children who have experienced trauma. So it's a bit of a different environment. The ratios are higher, so we have more workers in there to support the kids and their needs. So I think that we've seen some really transformative things happen through that camp. So it's pretty cool. It's pretty life-changing for some of the kids.
And it may bring them out of their shells as well.
Absolutely.
Yeah, because they say they're in a different environment. They don't have to act or meet a certain norm, I guess.
Right.
They're free to be themselves.
Yeah. I actually went to Camp Jude last year. I'd never been to that. I'm a little bit new to the Y. I've only been with the Y for about a year, but I've lived here my whole life, so I know of the Y, but I didn't really know what the Y did. And I went to Camp Jude last year just to spend some time with them and saw the workers and the children, and my heart was lifted. It was just such an amazing experience to see these kids that have suffered trauma, physical trauma, sexual trauma, whatever it might be, have an opportunity to come to a camp and just be a kid and have some fun and play and make some new friends.
What age groups are we talking about for children?
To access the camps?
Yes.
Well, we've had them as young as, they were little.
Yeah, I want to say, I believe we have camps starting this year at 6 to 12.
Yeah.
So school age.
Yeah,
School age.
age.
Yep.
Okay. What about teenagers? Are they left out of the mix?
Well, we don't like to leave the teenagers out, Brian. We like to include them. We've got a bunch of different youth programs that have started. We have a new person working at the Y who's created some great youth programs. They're doing a cooking class. I know, for these kids, and they're excited to go. And we've got our Southridge location, which is a great location, borders on to Roy Wilson and to Notre Dame. We have a lot of those teenagers that come over and utilize our youth services and just come and hang out and play basketball, badminton, whatever they want to do.
Yeah, and we have our, we just rebranded it to, it's called The Zone. So we have a youth space for teenagers to come in at the Southridge Y, and they can just hang out, have a few snacks. We have a Nintendo Switch in there, so it's just a space where they can make friends. And
A safe space for them.
A safe space, yeah.
Yeah.
Where they can connect.
Yes.
Oh, Brian, you're good. You are good.
That's why you call it Y Connect.
Yes, that's exactly it. And yeah, we just want to connect everybody in the community, whether they are kids, teenagers, older people, seniors, whatever. We're here for the community, and that includes everybody.
And if we go to $25 a month, we give a child the experience of Camp Jude, where we talked about that.
Yes.
And then, let's see if my printer didn't fail me here, $130 a month donation. You can help a family stay connected and supported through the Y for an entire year.
Right.
Yeah.
Swimming lessons for the kids, which is great. Water safety is important. We also have child minding. So for parents that have younger children, they can bring their smaller kids down. We have services there where we'll watch the children for you. If mom needs a bit of a break and wants to go and walk on the treadmill or do a yoga class or whatever she may want to do, at the Y, we will we'll look after the children while she's doing that. And same for fathers too. Let's not exclude them.
I know in past campaigns, because we have donated, either buying ice cream or donuts. Any merchants in the city helping you with this year?
We have got a couple that we're looking at. We're just trying to finalize everything, but not yet, Brian.
Okay,
yeah.
Yep.
We do have a couple of great donors here in the city, companies that are wanting to help us out again this year. So, and it seems that a lot of people have a Y story. Everybody seems to have some kind of connection to the Y, and we want to keep those connections. That's my job. I foster those connections with the community, and we just want to get the word out and help as many people as we can.
Yeah.
How do people donate?
Well, they've got a couple of options. So they can go online to donate. We're actually using Raffle Rocket this year, an Alberta platform. So people can go online and donate through them. But if you are not technologically savvy, you don't maybe like to do that, they can certainly reach out to myself, stop by any of the Ys, make a donation that way as well too. Cash is still good with us.
You'll accept cash.
We will accept cash.
That's always cash is king, some people say.
Yes, it is.
Okay, let's just run over again the levels. $17 a month gives you a child a full week of day camp. $25 a month, they can experience Camp Jude, or $130 a month donation, the whole family can stay connected.
Yep.
All right.
And for the Y Connect, Brian, there you go.
There you go. Raffle tickets. I know you said you were using Raffle Rocket. Is
Raffle.
there a raffle this year?
Yes, there is. Thank you, Brian. We should talk about that. I actually brought the sheet with me today. So we're doing that. We've got a couple of different, we're doing a 50-50. We're also doing a raffle. So this year we have secured a couple of great prizes. So our first prize is a signed an autographed jersey from the Calgary Stampeders. Oh. Renee Paredes, the kicker. Yeah.
Kicker, yep.
Yeah, went and picked that up. We've got that. We're going to do that as an early bird prize. And then we've also got, thank you to the generous donation of WestJet, we have 2 tickets anywhere WestJet flies.
That's not shabby.
That is not shabby, Brian. I noticed you were a little speechless there for a second. I like that. So WestJet has reached out and said this is a great cause. We want to be a part of it. So 2 air tickets anywhere they fly. Doesn't matter.
And how much are the raffle tickets?
Oh, Brian, we've got them here. We've got 1 for 10, 3 for 15, or 5 for 20.
Okay, and that runs right through the campaign?
Runs right through the campaign till the end of June, and then because July 1st is the holiday, we're going to be doing the big prize draw on July 2nd for the 2 tickets.
Okay, is there anything we haven't touched on here that we would like to mention?
Do you want to touch on your 50-50 raffle as well? 50-50 draw?
Sure. I'd love to, Katie.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you should.
Okay.
Nice segue.
Yeah, notice that. Hey, we work really well together. So we are also doing a 50-50 draw. We noticed that a lot of people are very fond of those types of draws,
Yes.
right? So you can go again online and purchase those. And I believe, Katie, correct me if I'm wrong, same price. Yeah, we're doing the same price. We wanted to keep it just very easy for people. So again, 1 for 10, 3 for 15, or 5 for 20, and you've got a chance to win some cash. And everybody needs a little bit of cash.
Yeah,
Yes.
if we sell out, the prize is just under 10 grand.
Just under 10,000.
Yeah.
Oh, I'll take that.
Yeah.
Oh, Brian, well, I've got a QR code here for you, my friend.
All right.
Scan that and buy some tickets.
There's also more information about the campaign on your website.
Yes.
And your website is?
medicinehatymca.ca.
That was good.
Thank you.
Linda Tooth, Katie Richard, thanks for the visit and the fun.
Yeah,
Thank you very
for
much,
having
Brian.
us.
It's been our pleasure to be here.